Apo, we have a source irikutiudza kuti a source close to Strive Masiyiwa, which has contacted us and told us kuti, hey guys, this is what's happening. Strive Masiyiwa, as of right now, he seems frustrated and tired of staying outside the country. So tozotozwa kuti Strive Masiyiwa munhu wokuti he's a billionaire, one of the richest people in Zimbabwe. I mean, maybe under the political billionaires and it, but otherwise, business straight, Masiyiwa is probably the biggest or the richest man in Zimbabwe. And this guy has been out of the country for years and years and years. Kubva zvakaita set up Econet, he seems kuti haanzwisisani nema-politicians emuzimbabwe, or he actually doesn't like the ideology. He loves democracy. That's why achigara munyika dzakaita sana Britain, sana South Africa, sana United States, because munhu, he is pro-democracy and he doesn't tolerate non-democracy. As a matter of fact, we know Strive Masiyiwa, even though, I mean, a lot of you, I know, you follow Strive Masiyiwa and you have been following Strive Masiyiwa for years. So most of them is that guy, a no-nonsense guy. And he's a Christian. And openly, publicly, not be 10% of my profits every time. I mean, I don't know how much true that is. How far true, I don't know. Mfesu une mari amene mkuru wechechi yo ndikatovhura chechi ndozama kuparidzira Strive auye kuchechi kwangu because ndedatova bore. I don't need work. Ndokuda one anobvisa chegumi chaiche mari yakaita seka Strive Masiyiwa. So pastor haagere mutatata. So this source is telling us kuti Strive is tired of this whole situation and arikuda kudzoka munyika, and he is planning to start using his money to also buy influence, to also, influence policies, just like Kudakwashe Tagwire is doing right now. So, this is going to be a fight of billionaires. I mean, level, if Strive Masiyiwa ends up actually deciding Darudzoka Zimbabwe, and then he is willing to use millions to also buy political influence or also, influence policies and changes in government and whatever, it becomes very interesting. You know what? I have to admit it, Mure Zimbabwe. Politics in Zimbabwe, dzanga dziri rule by the gun. And it's just like, it's by force, man. Tine pfuti, tine mabomba, tine chichi. So you follow the line. Tine makomrade, takaenda kuhondo. Remember that. Anoisa, kama kakutonga kaya kuti ndo zviripo wangu, tine makomrade. But kwata kushika kunoku, makomrade ari kupera kufa. On a natural level, tisatambo accuse hana or anything, but makomrade ari kutongopera kufa. It's 46 years after independence, which means vakaenda kuhondo. Think about Wakaenda Kuhondo, for real. Think about the leaders. Wakalida Hondo. How old were they when in 1980? Some of them they were. When Mnangagwa were around 30 something, I think. And do Vangarima leaders and whatever. But think about it now. You add some 46 years later, 80 something. So it's most of these guys are gone. So which means they are into a new era. A new politics influenced by what? By money. This is exactly what's happening even in the United States. Mazikambani atichishandisa vana Facebook amuri kuona, vana Meta, vana Google amuri kuona, vana YouTube, mazikambani amuri kuona. These companies, they buy lobbyists in the United States government a lot. As a matter of fact, mazikambani anotosupporta both parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, especially when it comes to vote. Supporter want to donate to millions, kuita kuti whichever party, political party are winner, they still have a say. They still can influence policies. And these things, it's not something that it's documented, it's public information. Americans know this. In America, you need a lot of money to win votes. You need a lot of cash to win votes. That's why I'm sure Donald Trump, when Elon Musk started supporting Donald Trump, akawene $200 million akakanda mucampaigning ya Donald Trump. You remember that? It's happening in the United States. So you see, when in Zimbabwe, the problem in Zimbabwe is that we have this one political mafia that is so rich, and there is no any business person or any other mafia to, fight with it for it to be balanced and fair, or for it to actually be democracy. Because democracy means there are two actually sides or more that have equal opportunities. So if another billionaire like Strive Masiyiwa comes into Zimbabwe and start playing the same game Tagre is playing right now, it becomes interesting, because it means Strive can put, 20, 30 million behind Nelson Chamisa, and that his campaigning becomes different, and he can also approach military guys and pay them something, 100,000, 200,000. Mutengera mota na japresa, totengera kana tuingi di mota tomuti uka 250,000. You understand? It becomes a fair game, and then at the end of the day, so my musicians to set out tenga. At the end of the day, musician akana japresa. Angasiri kumira neZANU-PF because he has got no option. He wants money. No, choose out which political part do I agree with on an ideological level. Therefore, he will choose to stand with whatever part that he actually stands with. Kana achinyatsoona da but ZANU-PF zvangu chichi because unoona chivanhu ka ZANU-PF ndoda kuti tengesera chivanhu senge chivanhu ndeche ZANU-PF. But chivanhu ndechedu isusu tisu vanhu tine chivanhu matiri, whether tiri mupolitical party ipi kana kuti ipi. Hakuna political party yoti kwanzi nzii kana kuti Chamisa akauya nepati yake moti kwanzi ipati yevarungu, kana Bita akauya nepati yake moti ipati yevarungu. No, ipati yedu pachivanhu. So we are still investigating nyaya Strive Masiyiwa. We'll get to the bottom of it. Right now, I want a first batch of information that yes, Strive Masiyiwa has got plans to come back fully, as a matter of fact, to stay in Zimbabwe and actually use his millions to influence politics, to have a say in politics. I mean, after all, this is a great Zimbabwean who is being useless as of right now, because this is a Zimbabwean who could be changing our lives as Zimbabwe, but he is outside the country with millions. He never contributed in useful things, of which useful things in Zimbabwe, it's actually politics itself. But this guy does nothing. Strive Masiyiwa, all he does, anenge achingotaura zvecheguma, achingotaura zvekuenda kuchechi, achingotaura zvekudii, rather than come and, yeah. So be useful on a political level. If you got billions, then use them to, make sure that politics in your country is right. Kwete kuignore such an important thing, because as long as politics is very crooked, masses will always be suffering. Those will be so peace. Stay tuned. It's your guy, it's your boy, Super Galo, Super.